Hey everybody, just some thoughts about currently what's going on in Portland and possibly in other cities with federal government doing what they're doing. I know for quite a while that when Department of Homeland Security was first created, there were a bunch of people that people call them crazy people on the right that said it's only a matter of time before the federal government uses this new Department of Homeland Security as federal police, and they can do whatever they want. And this was all created by the Bush administration after 9/11. If you aren't familiar with any of it, you should look it up. Part of the Patriot Act. And the new formation of the government there for the new Department of Homeland Security. And I know back in 2010, I believe it was, that Department of Homeland Security bought out, I believe it was about that time frame, sometime in that year, they bought out almost the entire markets of 40 caliber, which is the pistol caliber that they use. And when I mean they bought it out of the market, I mean the market was dry, and that's hundreds of thousands of rounds. And I believe there's places where they said that they bought out about several $1 million, not $1 million, millions of dollars, but millions of rounds, and then have them loaded into supposedly Connexes. Not sure about that. I haven't really tried to find the paper trail on that one. Maybe you know about the paper trail and you can put me onto it so that I can actually see it with my own eyes, because that's kind of like what I like to do. Like, if possible, with most people, you should want to find that. But as far as the government goes, it's a little strange with them doing what they're doing, but I can also understand what they're doing because they are on federal property, stopping people from destroying federal property, the courthouses and such. And it's kind of a both-way thing that you do see video if you go out there and you actually look for it instead of just watching regular news. If you go out and see people that are on the ground and that are there on both sides of it, they're posting videos and you can see them breaking through barriers and then being arrested because they're going on federal property, because they've been warned not to go on federal property, that you'll be arrested if you go on federal property, trying to light fires and break things down. And my major concern is this: if the federal government is no longer allowed to protect federal property, then the next thing that might happen is state governments are not allowed to protect state property. And then what's after that? Your private property. You might not be allowed to protect that. Yeah, that's where it can go. And so you just have to have a little bit of foresight and a small knowledge of history and a mind that's willing to know that people can be horrible, that mob rule is always bad, that intelligence doesn't always prevail, and people trying to be taking measured approaches doesn't always prevail as well. And it could kind of be a double-edged sword with the whole thing that's going on in federal buildings. The current administration, somebody brought up a point that I was reading, that they could use this as a way to have some sort of destruction happen to a federal building that makes it look really bad and devastating, and then they could use that to push propaganda. And I'm going to be making another video pretty quick about a House bill that was passed in 2012. I'll read a bit about it. That the government can use propaganda, but not at the same time. It's kind of a little tricky how they can use it. They can use it, but it can't be government funded, but they can still use it. So it's a little strange in how it goes. I'll read the bill. So anyways, yeah, these are just my thoughts on what's currently going on with the federal police. And I don't know why we call them the federal police. They are Department of Homeland Security. The people that a lot of ones that were screaming about no Patriot Act, no, we don't need to have another government agency that is onto itself, that looks for security in the U.S. So it is definitely take a couple steps back, and I don't agree with people destroying federal property, private property, or public property. But when they are destroying it and then they get arrested for it, again, it's multifaceted. And for people that think it's only one-sided, you're fooling yourself. It's way more than one-sided. You just have to take a couple steps back and then take a broad view of it, and look at different point of views on it and different videos, so that you can get a better point of view and not just look at clips. So anyways, this is me using my voice. All right. Much love to everybody out there. You guys take care. Bye.